Okay, I guess why Dr. Akapono did not immediately start talking is partly my fault. Yes, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. I am a young person here. We have not read the mission and the vision of our group. That is a very, very great offense. That is a great offense, and I hope that I'll be forgiven. Let us quickly share that before Dr. Akabuno comes on. Let us quickly look at that because we must always, we must never forget the vision and the mission. The vision and the mission. I think Dr. Akabuno will help me with that. Forgive me. So I'll quickly take that now, the mission and the vision, and then we will go ahead shortly after. The mission and the vision. We must never forget the mission and the vision of our great, 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 great company. Vision and the mission. Good. So please let us read this together. After that, Dr. Anthony Akabuno will continue. So you can all read it by yourselves in the various hubs or wherever you are. The vision of the C21FG is to raise a financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. And our mission is to raise 500,000 monthly millionaires in the connected economy and usher in the next generation world changers. To raise 500 monthly millionaires, 500,000 monthly, 500,000 diamonds in the connected economy and usher in the next generation world changers. Never forget this, and that is why we always read it. We are raising a financially free people, a financially free people. We are raising them. We are not becoming, we are raising them. But to raise, you first become, and then you can raise. And also we raise diamonds, and we are going to 500,000 because we have already achieved 50,000. We are going to 500,000 diamonds in the connected economy. Thank you. And then over for me, Dr. Akabuno will continue. Dr. Akabuno, you have the floor, sir.
I need my second device. Okay, thank you. Sorry about the second device needed to be made co-host. Sorry about that, everyone. And please confirm you can hear me. Confirm you can hear me and you can see me. Let me just get off this. Okay. 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 Let me just share now so that we can proceed. Okay, confirm you can see. Let me be sure you can see from my second device showing you can see my screen. Just type yes if you can see my screen that says where we have the best business and in the best team. Beautiful. Now, why I shared that motivational that I was playing earlier on, well, some of you have heard my story. I won't go over that. Rather, I'll just tell you simple that I'm a retired medical doctor, all right? I got into medical school because my teachers felt I should go and study medicine. Being the best performed students then in Methodist Boys High School, all right? I had to go and study medicine. But getting to medical school, I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like the lifestyle and the financial capacity of doctors. So, well, end of story is that medicine doesn't pay my bills now, right? Network marketing does, right? Even after being a serial entrepreneur. Now, why do we have in part one, for those of you that did not follow, all right, we extensively analyzed the various ways of earning a living as an adult and the qualification criteria. That's what we did. Let me just quickly review that. How many recall this list? Number one, have a job by being employed by government, public company, private company, family, or an individual. You can also be self-employed on a small scale. You own a big business and employ a support staff. Get into ownership of a big company as a major shareholder. You have a big investment in any sector from inheritance. We x-rayed this last week, all right? Just to say that this is where most people fall into in Nigeria. Even some people in this training fall into that class. But by the time I'm done with this part, part one has already said it all. Where we understand what happened in part one of this training, saw the rigors of industrial economy, all right? We want to see whether those things that you don't desire, whether they exist in the connected economy. For network marketing, it is simple and anyone can do it. Yes, it is simple and anyone can do it. Medical school to become a doctor is not simple. You must know mathematics, you must know chemistry, you must know complex things. All right? Not anyone can become a doctor. No. Why do I say that? You must pass exams. Not only pass your O-level, you must have good credits in major subjects. You must go to university, pass JAMB. Not just that. You must pass exams or to become a doctor. So not everybody can become a doctor. Not everybody can become a lawyer. And it's not simple. But network marketing is simple. And anyone can be a network marketing professional. Whether you are a dropout in primary school, you can be a network marketing professional. That is so true. You know why? Nobody looks at your academic qualification before you match. AIM Global will not confirm if you have your 5 credits before they pay you 200,000 naira for connecting somebody with an ultraverse. They won't. AIM Global will not check whether you came out with first class in the university before 2 people that signed up Diamond Pack in your business, before they can match you 31 times, 7,000 naira. No. They don't even know who you are. It's a system that does the matching, right? You don't have exam in network marketing. Exam is one thing that people dread. As a doctor, I can tell you, one exam I wrote that you don't pray your enemies to write is called second MBA exam. An exam, you read the biggest books ever. One of the books in volume is about 20 times the size of GoPro, about 20 times the size of GoPro. You read that book, it's one of the books. You are not sure of passing the exam. You are never prepared. Those are the kind of exams you write. And you write similar exams to become a lawyer, to become an architect. to become a pharmacist. But in network marketing, imagine, you don't write exams. I'm telling you reasons why you should begin to think that, wow, you are in network marketing. Do you want to go to the other side where it becomes very difficult, where it becomes very complex? You don't need connection. You don't need connection. I can tell you, to get into some university to study some courses, you must have connections, very strong contacts. You are the one that will pay school fees, but you still need connection. You don't need connection to enter Diamond, to join Diamond projects. You don't need connection to be a member of C2 Energy. All you need to do is to just see the business. The call for action. You sign up, you're registered, you start your mentorship. That's all. Nobody cares who your father is. Nobody cares who your mother is. Nobody cares your tribe. Tribalism does not flow. Ethnicity does not flow. Religious bigotry does not flow. Whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Hindu, whatever your religion, matching bonus is paid. Direct connector bonus is paid. Stair-step is paid if you have rank and if you do your maintenance. Nobody cares your religion. Nobody cares where you are from. You don't need connections. In this part, I'm trying to let us know that God has given us a business that he wants us to embrace. A business of where we'll actually heed to his command. The command of God is divided into two. Love thy God, love your God. Love your neighbor as yourself. You can't be claiming to love your neighbor as yourself. Meanwhile, you are in an industrial economy where by default, you are working against your junior colleague. You cannot. All right? Okay? God has given us this business where we are showing love by default. Where we must love in our own interest too. That's why network marketing is fun. In network marketing, once you are willing to learn, you're willing to work and give it some time, you are guaranteed to succeed. But in industrial economy, you work very hard does not mean you will grow. Somebody can victimize you. There's no victimization in network marketing. You can be a good staff. You are just threatened in the bank, in civil service. You are threatened. You are a threat to your boss. He will work against you, ensure that you are either suspended, demoted, or sacked. But in network marketing, once you are willing to learn, work, and give it some time, your upline, your success is the prayer point of your upline. But how simple can it be actually? Let's look at how simple network marketing can be. How simple? Is it really simple or is it complex? Let's look at it clinically. You know why it's simple? Let's break it down. No academic qualifications. You need to have headache about going to school and writing an exam. You can start this business with less than 100,000 naira. You know why I said less than? As a serial entrepreneur, before I came into, you can't start, even for now. You see, barbing salon, you can't start it with 100,000 naira. You can't. Pure water business, go and try it. You want to be hawking, you can't try to rent a shop to start any business. I'm talking about low-income business, food business. Maybe with food business, mama put, you can try with 100,000 naira. That does not mean you have the money to pay for rent where you are cooking. You must be cooking from your house. But this business, you can start with less than 100K. Even starter pack for 9,990. Entry verse is 9,990. Far less than 100,000 naira. All you are doing repeatedly in class, we're in class now. All you are doing repeatedly in class of just about 2 to 4 years, not 6 years in medical school. All you are doing 2 to 4 hours a day is called RORD. If you got that, type RORD. I'll explain what that means. If you got that, type RORD. This RORD will save you. Just type RORD. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. RORD. When you understand this RORD, you understand how simple it is. After attending many online simple classes for about 4 years, your monthly income can rise to about 7 to 8 figure monthly income. Yes, just about 4 years. It can rise that much to 7 to 8 figures. The good news is that you can earn as you are in school. As a medical student, you don't earn money, you pay school fees. But me now, as a student, being mentored by my uplines and being mentored by the G8 leaders. I'm in school, but I'm earning money. I'm not earning small money. I am earning money. I'm not earning pocket money. Imagine me as a student now. I'm meant to be in school for 10 years. I've done 5 years plus now, about halfway my school. I'm not paying school fees and I'm earning money. How beautiful can this business be? How simple can it be that I'm a student, I'm earning money? As a student that's about to round up my 5th year in school to enter my 6th year, guess what? I am earning 7 figures every week. I've been earning 7 figures every week for a very long time. And while I'm still a student, of course, you can be sure I can tell you for free, I will earn 7 figures every day before I graduate. Imagine being a student and earning such amount of money. And you want to joke with network marketing? How many doctors even earn 7 figures in a month? How many? How many? How many civil servants, directors after 25 to 30 years in civil service earn 7 figures in a month? And I'm telling you, I've been on 7 figures a week for a long time. And before I graduate, I can guarantee you I'll be on a comfortable 7 figures every day. I want you to type, thank you, Lord, for network marketing. Type it. Say, thank you, Lord, for network marketing. Say, thank you, Lord, for network marketing. Type it. Say, thank you, Lord, for network marketing. Type it. Say, thank you, Lord, for network marketing. Say, thank you, Lord, for network marketing. If you really appreciate what God has done, say, thank you, Lord, for network marketing. Type it. Or you don't appreciate what God has done, say, thank you, Lord, for network marketing. Thank you. I'm thanking God all the time. That me, ordinary me, born by poor parents, that would have been a broke doctor around, struggling to earn 7 figures in a month. I earn 7 figures comfortably. I'm not talking to you at work. Guess where? I'm in a hotel. I'm in a hotel in Osun State. I'm in Osogbo, in a hotel. The comfort of my room, running this training. ROD, recruit, retain, and duplicate. Once you recruit, once you understand how to, that's how simple it is. Once you understand how to recruit, how to retain those you recruit, and how to duplicate, you are financially free. This is how simple it is, ladies and gentlemen. How do you recruit? One small book that is so small you can read in one day. GoPro will teach you all this. GoPro will teach you. Read GoPro back to back for 10 times. Watch the video for 10 times. You are good to go. Then practice it. What are you doing? Finding prospects. Inviting prospects. Presenting to them. Following them up. Closing them down to pay. Getting them started right. Then you promote events. You learn how to promote events. You see that part? You know why it's very important as you recruit? That promoting event. I have learned over time that it is the highest paying skill. I first tried to investigate why is it the highest paying, and I got the answer why is the highest paying skill. And that's one skill you must focus on. Promoting events as you recruit, right? You know why? That's where leaders are born. The day you understand, that's not duplication. Now you see the word it is. The day you raise leaders, promote events are shortcuts to raising leaders. If it takes you 10 years to raise one leader, one event can raise that leader. As far as I'm concerned, my leadership started at an event in less than 1 year. You can see that events are shortcuts, but today's training is not for events, but I'm just emphasizing it. All right? That's why you see the master said that leaders are made at events. That's why it is a highest paid skill. Retain. Now, you know why I love this retention? It is a God's command. It's God's command where you show love. People you recruited, you have chopped their direct connector bonus, you have chopped their matching bonus, you have chopped their step, you have chopped their UPPI in a level, you have chopped it, you have spent it, you have encashed. It's your duty to show them love. How do you show them love? By showing them love, you are also increasing your income. You will guide them, help them to do what? To have an early win. Help them to recruit very fast, make money, have understanding. Do you know why? When people make money, they don't quit. When people make money, they don't quit. One of the commonest reasons why people quit is when they don't make money. Will I quit now? When I'm earning 7 figures a week, I will quit. Quit to go and do what now? To go and get a job as a consultant? To go and get which work, really? How much will they pay me? Or with Dr. Mba quit? Or with Dr. Abba, my master, my Dr. Abbas quit? So when people make money, they don't quit. Or you think Professor Fasamadi will quit, who is any network marketing? In the month of April that finished, he earned about 2 million. How much does he earn as a professor? How will he quit a business that gives him more money than what he earns as a professor? So when you show love, you can retain your people. After they have been retained, you know the next thing, you have to raise leaders. The day you raise leaders in your team, your freedom has started. And that comes through duplication. You know, you must first become the leader yourself. Then you raise leaders. If you don't become a leader, you can't duplicate somebody that you don't want. All right? Be the prayer point of who you want. In duplication, you are telling them what to do. You are telling them, you tell them. You also show them, means that you understand it. You practically show them. When you show them, you know the next you do? They must try it under your supervision. Under your supervision. Let them try and fumble. They will fail and learn. After they are good to go, you endorse them, you bless them, say, my son, go and conquer. Then they begin to do. Will a Dr. Mba begin to get worried today? I'm in Oshobo. I'm not here to recruit. I'm here to train leaders who are recruiting. I'm here to duplicate myself. Dr. Mba knows that I don't need him to come under because he has done his job long ago. He has told me what to do. He has shown me what to do. I've tried under his supervision and I've done, and he has seen the result. So he can bless me, say, Dr. T, go and the Lord be with you. That's called duplication. The same thing Dr. Abbas did for Juliet. The same thing he did for Dr. Mba. That's how we do it. We duplicate. We tell, show, try, and that's how simple network marketing is. You are not writing professional exam. Just tell, show, try, do, and you raise leaders that can give you freedom. Are you with me? Beautiful. Why network marketing is so much fun. So much fun. What happens during admission? What happens? It's so much fun. What happens in school in industrial economy? When you are to be admitted in industrial economy, when you want to be admitted into school, look at the rigors you go through. You don't go through that in network marketing. When you are in school, you write exams. You look for accommodation to stay in hostel. You will lobby to stay in hostel. You get to the stress of courtism, sexual harassment. You don't see anything there. You don't see anything. Why you will not harass your downline sexually? You know why? If they quit, it's your loss. If they quit, and if they say no, you can't do anything about them. Oh. You are not the one that even pays them. M Global will do. M Global pays. You are just a leader. If your downline avoids you, he will still make money. Yes. And if you threaten your downline to the point of wanting to quit, it's your loss. So you must show love in your best interests. Now, when you graduate, when you graduate in industrial economy, you earn at times 5 figures or 6 figures maximum a month. You earn 5 or 6 figures a month after graduation. Yes. 5 or 6 figures after graduation. Most people earn under 100,000 naira. And of course, everybody earns under 1 million naira after graduation of 4, 5, 6 years youth service. But in network marketing, after your graduation in 10 years, can you imagine how much you will earn? A day, you can earn 7 to 8 figures after graduation. It is possible in this business to earn 8 figures a day after 10 years in network marketing. Of course, if you are doing the business, there's no way you can earn less than 7 figures a day after 10 years of graduation. That's what happens at graduation in network marketing. You look for a job in network marketing. Which job are you looking for? You already have a business. You have a business that is running. And you have people that are your downlines. You don't pay them salary. Imagine you have a business that is paying you 7 figures every week. You will pay salary for about 100 staff, but you don't pay salary in network marketing. If you have a PA, you just want to just have a PA. You don't need it, actually. You don't. Just for your personal things, not for the business. All right? Understand the why network marketing can never be like industrial economy. It can never be like. The sexual harassment part, I keep on talking about that because it's killing the industrial economy. It's destroying our universities. But you don't see that in network marketing. What of the envy and hatred in public service? What of the envy and hatred in public service? You don't see that. I don't need anybody to tell me that Dr. Victor Abbasin loves me. You know why? I contribute to his 10 step. I don't need to be told that Ambassador Juliet Okonkwo loves me. I don't need to be told. I contribute to our income. Share must love me now, and I contribute to his income. Dr. Mba must love me. Mary must love me, whether they like it or not, because I contribute to their income. Oh, yes. They cannot hate me now. How? If they hate me and I decide to, God forbid, and I just run away from the business, is it not their loss? So there's no envy and there's no hatred. One of my downlines got married in Ibadan a week today. We went there, Dr. Lajamba was there with other team members. We went in there to support her. This was the lady I signed up as a copper. It was industrial economy. I want to sexually harass her. Yes, of course. If she didn't come to network marketing, she wanted to go and get a job somewhere else. Harassment is what will embrace her. Sexual harassment. And guess what? Most of the time, 90% we give in. Yes. Oh, yes. We know. Yes. You know what? They don't have a choice. But for my downline, my goal was to teach her the business, to become a leader. That was all. No envy, no hatred, no sexual harassment. The lack of support you get in industrial economy is a norm. Is a norm. Is a norm. The support in network marketing is just like a culture. One of my leaders was sharing a story in one of our cell meetings. Her name is Fego Adaja. She explained how she was sexually harassed working as intern in one of the auditing firm, PwC. And she reported because there was a process to report, and the person was dismissed. What if she could not report? But she's my downline now. Will I harass her? Harass her for what now? If I harass her, she runs away. Do you know the income she has generated from it and she's still generating till date? So you don't harass your people. You support them. You love them. You don't hate them. Now, this part is heartbreaking. Declining income at retirement. Do you know that when you retire in industrial economy, your income is inversely proportional to your age? For those who don't understand mathematics, let me tell you what that means. When you retire, your what do they call it? Your pension, what you are earning, is about 20 or 25% of your income. If you're earning, say, 500,000 naira now, your income will go to about 100,000 naira to about 120,000 naira after retirement. They want to ship you away. You begin to earn less. You are suffering. You now begin to depend on your children. And Gen Zs will block your line. But in network marketing, your income is directly proportional to your age. When I started this business, I started earning 1 million naira in my first month per annum. It didn't go down to less than 1 million. December 2019 was the last time I earned less than 7 figures in this business. Within 1 year, within 1 to 1.5 years, I went into a weekly income of over 1 million naira. When I'm telling you, in case you don't know, by the time I'm graduating, my 10th year anniversary, 2029, when I'm graduating 2029 August, my daily income cannot be less than 2 million naira. For sure. It can't be less. Daily. Comfortable 7 figure every day. So in network marketing, your income does not decline. So long as you are retaining and duplicating, your income will keep rising. That's a beautiful thing. But in industrial economy, your income must decline, whether you like it or not. Now, our team and our company, why is it amazing? C2 Energy and AIM Global, the amazing partnership is second to none. AIM Global has the best compensation plan. AIM Global has the best compensation plan, I can tell you. AIM Global has a reliable payout culture. AIM Global has amazing products that people testify to all the time. That's the company we're in partnership with. C2 Energy, our umbrella team, God bless the vision carrier, Ambassador Michael Okuli, for deciding to partner with AIM Global. God bless the masterminds that worked with him to ensure that partnership came to life. C2 Energy has an amazing structure. I can testify to that. Result-oriented system, not academic system. And productive strategy, not a redundant one. I can testify to that after 5 years and 8 months of running this business full-time. I started running this business full-time from day one, no story. Yeah? C2 Energy mentorship is top-notch. As someone who has paid for programs in London Business School and Harvard Business School in the past, I can tell you that the mentorship you get in C2 Energy is far higher than what Harvard Business School, London Business School can ever give you. I know, I'm telling you. There's a course called Negotiation and Close Down in Harvard Business School. That course cost about $85,000. It's a 12-week program. They teach nothing there. We teach better than what they teach there. But look at what they pay. But we don't pay anything here, right? What you need to do immediately. Network marketing is fun, but it's not a piece of cake. What you need to do I can advise you. If you want to grow in this business that is so amazing, learn to industrialize your mindset to accept to do in this business what you do willingly from where you came from. Be disciplined. Some of you are coming from industrial economy where you don't go late to work, but you come late to trainings. It won't help you. Be disciplined. Become an active partner and grow organically. Don't be in this business and you must recruit. Without recruitment, you go nowhere. Recruit. Attend the active partnership program called onboarding and start growing organically. Ensure you understand this business to the point of being a pro and develop your skills to the point of mastery. Do not joke with mentorship in this business. It will be a fatal error to do. Some people have heard my story about the fact that, in my sleep, I was hearing the voice of Eric Worre in my first 1 week of joining this business. It was clear. I heard it clearly. Tony, go pro. Tony, go pro. Tony, go pro. That's why I went full time. Tony, go pro. Tony, go pro. That's why I'm endeavoring to become a professional in this business. Teach everyone you recruit what they need to do, why they need to do it, and how they need to do it. Duplicate by tell, show, try, do strategy. Guide your downlines to the point of duplicating yourself and building them as leaders. Then repeat the process with the intention of building an empire. Keep recruiting and building leaders. You will never regret this. Have maximum account possible. This is not negotiable. If you are here, no, you're not. I am an advocate of maximum account. Those who encounter me, right, they know that I say it, I preach it because that's what it is. Whether you like it or not, you end up upgrading. Why not do it now? Find a way to do it. I tell people to borrow money to upgrade. You know why? Because I believe they will earn money. I came into Osogbo within 48 hours. Those that didn't have belief got belief in my team. They got belief. From one account, 7 people upgraded to Diamond Park. You know why? I showed them why. I showed them clinically. Because for me, it's not negotiable. Embark on a 90-day game plan. Do it at least 1 in 2 years. At least 1 in 2 years. For me, I do it every year. That's if you are slow, just do it at least once in 2 years. Right? It will help you. This is one game plan I can assure you that guarantees success. It makes it impossible for you to fail. Do not joke with cell meeting and challenge 36. That's the bedrock of our business. Don't joke with it. All right? Don't, I beg you. Don't. I repeat, don't. I'm a product of cell meeting. I'm a product of Millionaire School. Don't joke with these things. They're very good. All right? Recommended DMO. This one, if you have the mind, you can go with it. All right? You must have an unwavering culture to follow your DMO in a militarily rigid manner. All right? I'll just take you guys into a peep into my DMO. You don't have to follow my own DMO. I'm not a normal person. You don't have to follow my own. All right? The medical doctor also, I can tell you that if you take your supplements, have mental rest, quiet time during the day, 5 to 6 hours of sleep is okay. Those who say it must be 8 hours, I tell them what my mentor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, says. Sleep faster. Hello, guys. Sleep faster. Sleep faster reduces from 8 hours to 5 to 6. All right? About 5 a.m. for short prayer, not a sermon. Brief exercise and visit encoding room in between. All right? 5 a.m. to 6:45 a.m. can be flexible in planning your day, encoding and getting ready for the office. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. is for cell meetings, strictly from Monday to Friday. All right? That's what I do in my team, Monday to Friday. All right? At times on Mondays, it can be 8 a.m., all right, when you join the general team. Okay? 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is when you have brief meetings, pending problems of your leaders and inner circle. When you give time to your inner circle and leader, you must have an inner circle in this business. Jesus Christ had inner circle. Have your inner circle, all right? 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. is where you focus on prospects, scheduled for your first presentation and ensure the stage is prepared for the first presentation. Lead from the front. Don't be doing management team. You are leading from outside. be in front, lead from the front, be on the field. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you are not presenting, I recommend you follow up on personal or do personal development. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. join in the class in the closed down. Have a quick lunch and check on activities of your downlines and mentees. All right. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. have both mental and physical review of your activities and to-do lists. 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. presentation online or offline. If you are not presenting, this is a good time to also follow up on everyone that has seen the business. 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. invitation calls. I love the gateway key and feel excited when I invite people professionally. I do invitation calls occasionally into 10 p.m. If you have mega events and a lot of bookings plus presentations, eating deep into calling time. If you have the skill, you can call late. If you don't have the skill, don't try it. If you have the skill, you can call late. Don't worry. Okay? 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. mentorship and personal development. 11 p.m. to midnight, review your activities and engage your leaders on general matters. Reply to vital messages. From midnight, you can pray and sleep or do whatever will release happiness hormones. If you know, you know. But remember, you have to be up at 5 a.m. After 5 a.m., you can go back to sleep. If you're an encoder, you understand. You can have a nap after then, all right? Now, momentum. This business of multi-level marketing is about momentum. Don't forget that. Make no mistake about this. Without a sustained momentum, no team can dominate. No team can dominate without momentum. If you slow down, you crash. And when a team does not dominate, that team is in the space of competition. Competition is for CCs. Competition is extremely unhealthy and exposes you to too many dangers. Dominate and separate yourself. Domination separates you from the dangerous crowd. Please learn to dominate all the time. Good for domination and stand out. When you refuse to dominate and settle for competition, that is being average and normal. You are conforming. You are being ordinary. You have to start being extraordinary. Try to be different from others and be extraordinary. Remember, one of the 6 rules of success is to break some rules, but don't break the law. Now, what rules are you breaking? You are breaking the mediocre rules of the society. One of them is take it easy. Slow and steady wins the race. Such a mediocre rule. Break such rules. Success loves speed. Slow and steady never wins any race. Momentum triggers speed naturally. You see yourself as a speed star when you have momentum. Constant activities will always produce sustained momentum. You can't stop it. Sustained momentum gives excellent results. What is momentum? This weekend, now as I'm talking to you, my team, we have mega event in 7 cities. Mega event is, one of the 7 cities, mega events. It's called momentum. All right? Keep trying and be the last person standing. Winston Churchill says success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Don't ever lose enthusiasm. Just keep moving. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Be unstoppable. Always continue. I love this quote a lot by Calvin Coolidge. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Education will not. Persistence and determination alone are truly omnipotent. Never forget this. Let it drive you. The deal today, ladies and gentlemen, do not rest until you are done with 1, mastering all the 7 skills in network marketing. Transform to be that leader other leaders are looking for. Duplicating effectively. Raising exceptional leaders as you duplicate. Selflessly give back to the society. Exit the stage as a legend. You must exit as a legend. Fast track to massive results. You have heard that success loves speed, right? Have you also heard about common denominators of top earners? Do you want to be super successful and be so resolutely unstoppable? Do you want to? Should I tell you the absolute truth? Do you want to hear the truth? If you want to hear, type yes. If you want to hear, type yes. You want to hear the truth, type yes. You want to hear the absolute truth, type yes. If you don't type yes, I won't proceed. You want to hear the truth? Stay with me. I hope you can carry it. I hope you can carry it. I hope you can carry it. Burn the damn bridge. Burn the boat. Kill the captain. Take no prisoner of war. I repeat, burn the bridge. Burn the boat. Kill the captain. Take no prisoner of war. Intentionally destroy plan B. For me, I have no plan B. The best way to guarantee success is to give your all and intentionally eliminate plan B. It is that plan B that is holding you from getting to the very top you are made for. This is one truth people are hiding. I've decided to unveil it. Destroy plan B today and watch. You will see the capacity God has given you. The best to show up. Decide to go all in today. Go all in is a harder decision that will guarantee you a good life. Why did Dr. Mba decide to drop out, preparing for part 1 exam in residency? You think he didn't have fear? But he realized that faith and fear apply the same energy. He went for faith and decided to tackle fear. Why did I go full time? I can get an appointment in government. I can go into the village. I'm close to government. Why did I decide to do network marketing? No plan B. There are too many examples in C2 Energy to encourage you. Look out for them. If you're experiencing fear, that means you should approach. Fear is an indication to approach, not to exit. God will love you more if you kill fear and be damn courageous. Be like David, who killed fear and went after Goliath and brought down Goliath. Fear and faith require the same energy. Never forget this. You can be part-time in MLM, but you are likely to get to the very top. You can't be a top 20 earner. I can assure you. You can't. How? Where you want to see them? Why part-time in this and not other regular jobs? You know why? Multi-level marketing is under trial. Society is not very sure. That's why you are saying, let me just be watching. That's the reason why. The hardest thing in life to learn is which bridge to cross and which one to burn. Which one are you burning? I like to burn my bridges while I'm still standing on them, so people know I am serious about my crazy. You can't be on the bridge and you are taught, burn down the bridge. Let them know how crazy you are. Burn down the damn bridge. The end game in MLM is residual income. The one thing that guarantees residual income is duplication, ladies and gentlemen. While you are duplicating, what you are duplicating is knowledge and effective strategy, not ignorance. Use the C2 Energy trusted and tested system to selflessly duplicate. The door to residual income opens. Now, on a final note, as I take a bow, my secret, Dr. Tony Akabuno's secret, take note. Sell meetings, attend all events, hustle like I'm broke. I work like I don't have a dime in my account. Self-development, 10x always. I 10x, I'm a speed star. I don't joke with speed. Crazy thing, that's what I do. Show up early. I'm the first to show up, I'm the last to leave. That's what I learned from my mentors. Jim Rohn said it also in one of his trainings. Then I like to be selfless in my selfish interests. I persist until I conquer. I am all in. This is my secret. This is Tony Akabuno for you. None of them is negotiable. Never forget this if you want to be a legend. Go all out to understand this business. Raise a team and duplicate. Build leaders. Repeat the above 3 drill. Repeat the drill. Never quit. So I take the stage, as I leave the stage for now. I ask you to type in the message column, did you get value? Will you attempt to follow my advice? Will you promise to never quit this business? Will you do whatever it takes to revenge with success against those who reject you? Will you always be loyal to the leadership of C2 Energy? Will you be loyal to the vision? I ask you that question to answer. Will you be loyal to the vision? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank our mastermind, Dr. Victor Abasin, for giving me the opportunity to take this world stage, the whole 381 family. I don't take it for granted because training means that somebody will learn and will teach my downlines and they become good. I thank God Almighty, who is my rock, always. That's my source, that's my strength. I go to him always, and he shows me what to do. I thank God. I take a bow. Thank you, everyone. I think it's time to bring on a mastermind to come and wrap it up. The Unstoppable Force himself. I trust is available and wrap up and give us words of wisdom, because I know a lot of us have events today. I call on our mastermind immediately, Dr. The Unstoppable Force himself, the Force, Ambassador Dr. Victor Abasin. Boss, I call on you to take the stage if you are close by, so you can give all your words.
Yes, I am here. Like I said, I follow this carefully, I truly follow this carefully. Thank you so much. Can we go to the platform and appreciate Dr. Tony Akabuno? Let's go and appreciate Dr. Tony Akabuno. Wow, this is phenomenal. This is who? This is massive. In fact, training like this need to be revisited on and on and on and on, so that your mind will be refreshed, so that you see the reason to keep pushing, and you see the reason to know that you have the gold mine in your hand. Let's go and appreciate Dr. Tony Akabuno. Let's go and appreciate him. Let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him. So some of you that are in the offices, can I see you wave your hand, wave your hand, wave your hand? Wow, wow, wow. It is so phenomenal. Now, you see, I'm going to say something quickly before we wrap it up. Let me make some key things clear to everyone here. You see, Millionaire School, let me make this clear, is where giants. Millionaire School is where the great ones, this is where giants are born. But do you know the problem? The problem is a lot of people don't participate in Millionaire School like this. Who is this person sharing your screen? Can you off the screen, remove the screen? You see, Millionaire School, this is where I raise these giants you are seeing today. Who are the giants? Some of the giants that are existing today in 381 family. We started this from the beginning of inception. Now, get this clear. There's a difference between just normal Zoom meeting, which you are listening and you are doing other things, and the one you attended in the office. And then when you attend, you hear no distraction. You hear clear. It's not just about you, but you hear testimonies upon testimonies. You hear some key things that makes people quit, that makes people burn the bridge. Now, what I'm going to do now before we wrap up this meeting, I have some things to say, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give opportunities to some people that decided to go all in. You people had it, go all in. You hear that. What was their reason? Where was they? Then they made a decision to go all in. They burned the bridge. Where was this? I'm going to give an opportunity to some of our top pioneers, some of the key top leaders. You're going to hear directly from them. You're going to hear from most of the Hall of Fame. You're going to hear from some of the top leaders why they burned the bridge. You see, a lot of people, the essence of things like this is some people are thinking, man, my business is not working. Man, this thing is no longer working the way I wanted. This thing is not easy. Meanwhile, you are about to make a wrong decision that will affect your destiny. By next week, something huge is coming. Just make sure you are here, because by next week, I'll be coming in. I'll be starting a huge episode. In fact, this one is something else. But guess what? For now, let's give an opportunity to some of the leaders, some of the Hall of Fame. Let them share their experience. Why did they burn the bridge? And then go on. And where are they today? And what do you think that will happen to them tomorrow? Starting up with this, I'm going to give an opportunity to the Hall of Fame, one of our very best. He is a man. In fact, I remember when I started this journey of this business, do you know what? When I started this journey, I saw him in network marketing. And guess what? He started from there teaching us what network marketing is all about. I was nobody. And guess what? The genesis of this journey was started with him. The genesis of me started with him. And guess what? Today, he's what? One of the very best. He's one of our best. He's one of the top leaders. He's one of the 381 Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the rest of the Hall of Fame. You're gonna hold on. I'm gonna call most of the Hall of Fame to share why they decided to go all in this journey. You're gonna hear from them. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the chair, Ambassador Surveyor Dozie Okezie. Can we welcome the chair? Let him share his experience. Why did he go all in? What was his life? And he chose this profession from the inception, network marketing. The chair, are you there?
I salute you, the force himself. I salute you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's hear from the chair. Let's welcome for the chair, please.
Sorry. I'm audible, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, even though it's very
okay.
light.
Okay, all right. Man, Tony has shown why he is Tony. the energy and the urgency is crazy. Always in a hurry. No time to waste. No time at all. 2 hours is not enough at all. I remember when he came in first. The first investor I noticed, he was always around in that corridor, that Shalom Plaza, that corridor, suite 8, suite 5, 9, that corridor. Meeting is going on, he's always there. At the end of the meeting, he's discussing with people. He's always around. He's in the parking lot talking with Mary and discussing. And there was no doubt that he was going to go this far. Now, you see, I'm a student and a lover and an advocate of network marketing. I came to encounter network marketing, when things were somehow in my life. I encountered network marketing and I saw it way back, long ago. And then I was looking at it. But at a time, I had to make a decision. When I saw network marketing, it was the possibility of leverage. And I was looking at what I was doing. I was looking at my profession, which is good. It's a surveyor. And I was working, I left my big firm, D. Afati Milan & Co. It's a surveyors and valuers. I left them. I was already working with myself on my own. And then I was partnering with one lady and the group, Walcott Properties Limited. We are running some things. But I was I saw network marketing. What I saw was leverage. What I saw was something that I could work on for a long time, for some time. And then I could actually slow down and it continues to pay me. I was looking at it on the side, because at that time it was on the side. I was looking at it mainly with my profession, doing things. But at the time, things started happening to me. You know, real estate deals. I made money. Although, you know, I was a little bit most of the things I know now, I never knew them before. So I was careless. I was a spendthrift, and I was, you know, I had opportunities of doing some things which I lost. I didn't take advantage. I wouldn't say I failed really, but I wasn't, maybe because I was not careful. Therefore, I was always short. So when things got to a point in my life, the real estate briefs were getting fewer, and all and sundry, all manner of people, both Mandish, Mandingworo, all manner of people came into real estate. And it was an all-commerce affair. So the quacks were everywhere. So I was, at that time, married, children came, issues of life. I was struggling. At the point at which I made the decision to go all in, I burned the bridge. I remember one of my friends, you know, he said, he called me one day. He said, Dozie, it was Mandos, you've lost it. Oh. I remember very well. He said, Mandos, you've lost it. Because why? He said, because I wasn't paying attention in our real estate practice again. I wasn't taking instructions and all that stuff. Because I saw something. Because where I was, I knew that if I continue that way, yes, I might still be doing something, but I will just never ever be free. So that was it. I went in because why? What I saw was a possibility that I could work hard, and at a point, I could even slow down. I could stop, and it continues to pay me. And guess what? I've not arrived at my crescendo where I'm looking to, because I never reach a 7-figure a day. I never reach them yet. When I reach 7-figure a day, then I start considering. I never reach 7-figure a day. I start considering all that. So, but right now, it's crazy that I could take 6 months vacation twice a year and I will still not blink. I will not blink. My income will not drop. It's crazy. That was what I saw. So what made me go all in and say, I die here, was I saw leverage and I saw a possibility. I looked at it critically. I said, no, where I am, it's okay, but it's not going to happen for me. And thank goodness God. Thank God that we found a good company. Let's not take that for granted. Let's give a thumbs up for AIM Global. Let's clap. Send emojis for AIM Global. Dr. Ed. We found a company, a group that had the field. I mean, the people, they are coming from the field. They were veteran network marketers. Veteran. They had the field in their mind, and they set up a system and they are delivering on their promise till tomorrow. They're still delivering. They are looking at a way to make things easier and better, going global. Thank God we found that company. And then from the group I was with, I saw a group of young people. a group of people who were crazy, knowledgeable, learned, good, smart, strong, determined, and fast. I saw that group. Even when some people, you know, at the early time when I was coming in, when I made a decision to, you know, to when we are moving to this boat, to this ship, M Global, you know, somebody, one of the top leaders then in M Global came to my office. He came and said, you know, some people brought him because they always know me. They know me. They knew me then and everything. Some people who knew me before brought him. Say like, man, this guy, he's the one. He's the one. If you get him, so they came to my office and they sat down. And the guy said, "Oh, have fun." I said, "Yeah, I did." He said, "Have you made your payment?" I said, "No." He said, "Good. That look, don't bother. I'm going to pay for you." At that time, it was 7 centers. I'm going to pay for you, and you don't need to just come and join us. You don't need to just bring your team. Come and join us. You don't need to. I looked at him. I smiled. I smiled. It's not the money. It's not the money. It is the content. I know the people. I know the team. I know I'm from there. I was there in the beginning. I know C21FG. I know the people. So leaving my people is like suicide. So it's not about 200 and it was 70. It was, how much was it again? 70K times 7. I think, I don't know how much it was then, you know. So, and I came in. The rest is history, you know. So what drove me in was the possibility of leverage. And thank God I'm coasting on leverage now. I've not reached financial freedom yet, because until I get to 7 figure a day, then I can start discussing that one. But right now, I'm coasting on leverage, coasting well on leverage. And what drove me was I saw that possibility. I was discussing with the president, Kabud, we were talking. He said, you know, I jokingly I said, guy, I was going to call you on WhatsApp because I don't know which country where you did now. You know, the day for. He smiled, he laughed, and said, you know now, from the beginning, this was what we saw. Yeah, you know now, we saw it. That's what we were talking. We saw it in the beginning. I said, yes, that's what we saw. And, you know, it's happening, and it's going to happen along the line if you follow. The strategic motivator has said a lot of things. If you follow, there's evidence. The evidence is palpable. It's there. People have achieved it. Dr. Mba is an evidence from zero. Pastor Juliet is an evidence from zero to hero. There are people all over the place, evidence. And what did they do? Just follow. Put your hands on the plow and don't look back. And it's just a matter of time. It will get to you. So thank you very much, Mastermind. I salute you. Your labor of love will not be a loss. Thank you very much.
When you were talking, I said, that guy that was telling you to join him then, where is he?
I don't know. It was what's that his name again? Peter. I think Peter. I don't forget his name.
I don't remember. The guy is
I don't know where the guy is now. I don't even know where he is.
That is it. You see why I decided to allow him to speak, so people will see why people made a decision to become whom they are today. There's always something that makes people to make that decision. Now I'm going to call the First Lady. Let her share her experience, why she decided to burn the bridge. We're going to hear from the First Lady, no other person but the Queen Mother, Ambassador Juliet Okonkwo. Can we hear from Juliet? Is she here in the meeting? Okay, you've been made co-host now. Go ahead.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'll be on my camera. I'm just resting up for a home lunch as we're saying this. All right, good morning, good morning. I want to appreciate the mastermind for this opportunity, and I want to also thank Ambassador Tony Akabuno for this amazing training. In fact, when he was just talking, I was just saying this. I said, I tell people all the time that success loves speed. If you want to succeed, speed is one thing that you always need to apply. I do tell people when somebody just gets started, I used to tell people all the time, once somebody gets started, be in a haste in whatever you're doing. And I'm glad today that Dr. Tony came and made it very, very, very clear. In fact, what the mastermind asked me to come and explain here today is that one thing that when I remember it's going all in network marketing. For me, I have regrets. Regrets not because I did not go all in, but regrets because I didn't go all in on time. I remember when I saw this opportunity, I should show my face. Sorry, I apologize before I started. Okay, I remember when I saw this opportunity, what I saw from the first day I came, and after some time, and also after the encounter with the president, was leverage. I came from a setting where my parents worked hard, and just in a day, they lost everything they worked for in a day. And as a child, you know, coming from a family where they were not educated, I felt why the whole thing happened was because we suffered because they didn't go to school. Until I came in contact with this opportunity, and the day I came, I saw leverage. I saw a platform where I'm going to work hard. From day one, I saw there was going to be hard work, and that it will get to a point where I will keep on. And I remember the day I came back, I told my cousin, you just work. After some time, you just sit down and money will be coming. And my cousin was looking at me like a joker. Look at this one. And he said, I will walk, and my shoe will bend. That was the language my cousin used for me. He said, you will walk and your shoe, your leg, everywhere will bend. And he used some persons to describe it for me. But I remember clearly that one thing I saw was leverage. But even though I saw leverage, one fear I had was the fear of going all in. And today, that's my greatest regret. They're not going all in on time. You know, instead running the opportunity and going on. I remember when Dr. Mba wanted to resign, he called me, Juliet, I'm about to resign, let's resign. And I was like, is this guy okay? How will you just resign like that? Let's be working hard the way, because then both of us were working hard, you know, close from work, rush to the office in Gudu, and you're busy grinding, you grind till midnight before you go home and all that. And I was like, the way we are doing it is still okay. Why would this guy leave? But I didn't know he saw something. But I remember the day it hit my mind to resign, I didn't even tell, no, I told nobody. Because at that point, Ambassador Mike have told me, Juliet, why not resign? I was like, no, I'm the breadwinner. If I resign, what if the business stops working? That fear will always be there. And that's one fear I regretted, that I could not kill that fear on time. If I've killed it on time, who knows where I would have been today? And that is it. And I had that fear. And it's one of my greatest, I had two regrets in this business. First is not resigning on time, not going all in on time. The second regret is what? Starting with 3 accounts when I started. These are my 2 regrets while joining the business that I have till today. That's the only regret I have, these 2 things. But one day, I could remember one day, I just stood up and I told myself it is time. But even when I was doing part-time, a lot of people didn't know I was doing part-time, because it was like I was doing part-time and my whole spirit, soul, and body was here. Then I come to the office every day. Every blessed day I come to the office, whether I'm on morning duty, I'm on night duty, I'm on afternoon duty, I will be in the office and I do my activities every day. But I still had that fear to quit. But just one day, I decided to, and the day I quit, I didn't want to tell anybody because it was like already embarrassing then. At that point, I was already regretting why I didn't quit on time. At that point, I already saw that I've made lots of mistakes by not going all in. And I do tell people all the time, it's not the kind of all in that we see people going today. When I mean all in, just like what Dr. T said, all in that everything in you, you walk and when it's getting late, you're sad. I remember those days, Dr. T is there. A lot of us were in Shalom Plaza. And when it's 9 p.m., people are angry that it's 9 p.m. We don't want to go home. People are walking round the clock. And today, by the special grace of God today, I can tell you that I've built leverage today. Just like what Dr. T is saying, the plan is to start earning that 7-figure every blessed day. I know very soon, in no distant time, it will be here, but that's the plan. And I do tell people all the time, the best way is to go all in. When not full time, the way some folks say, I'm doing full time and you're fooling yourself. All in that money, when people see you, everything you're doing is all about the business. It's like the president will say you are obsessed. You're obsessed with the business, that when people cite you, all they see is the business. When people see you and some people will tell me, Julia, do you even have any life aside this business? I'll tell them, what else do you want me to do if not the business? Now, this is what I do. And today, I thank God for where I am today. And I thank God because this is just the beginning. And very soon, more and more and more and more things will happen. So thank you, Mastermind, for this opportunity. I want to also thank other Hall of Famers in the house and every person here. If you are not yet taking that bold step to go all in, it's time for you to take that bold step. Make a decision.
Wow.
And God will bless it.
That is it. That is it. That is it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you very much for this explanation. You see, there are a lot of things we're afraid of, but guess what? Those things we're afraid of is actually what will strengthen us and put us in the next level of life. Now, quickly, I'm going to call another Hall of Fame, one of our very own. In fact, this guy, the first day he saw this opportunity, I was the person that presented. Are you all listening? The first day he saw this opportunity, I was the person that presented. That was in the city of Enugu. Guess what? He was in that meeting. I think he didn't even stay till the end of the meeting. He left. He left. Chai! Somebody said chai. He couldn't even stay till finish. I don't even know. It's like he didn't stay till finish. He left. But God had mercy on him. Guess what? Dr. Elijah Mba connected him directly, showed him the vision. When Dr. Mba was, I think he was in Philippines then, started showing him the good life, the experience. And guess what? He ran helter-skelter. Is it the same thing I saw that you're showing you this? And today he's one of the Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, let us welcome Moses, go ahead now.
Okay.
The network.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. And good morning, 381 family. How are we all doing? Okay. Why is network marketing the best? I usually tell my people, right? I'm an architect by profession. We didn't decide to run this business because we didn't have options or because we didn't have something we were doing. Personally, I had something I was doing, you know, I was privileged to at least finish from school and then get a good placement. I was doing a job that was paying me about 100, started with 60,000, upgraded to 100,000 naira monthly salary, you know, and then life was pretty cool. And for us as architects, where we hope to make money or to earn much more is from construction. If you're able to design a house and then you build it for the client, that's where a little more money comes in. All right. And I floated my company. I started building and chasing contract, designing, and just looking for contracts everywhere, building contract and all of that so that we can make money. And the truth was that, yeah, God was faithful. Sometimes we'll get the project, some project to execute. But there's one thing with this thing called building contracts. Sometimes you see somebody who is busy handling contracts, busy executing contracts. You will see the person is busy. If you live around, if you know any engineer, an architect, these guys, you see them busy on site every time. He tells you, I'm coordinating 3 sites, I'm coordinating 4 sites. You'll be hailing that guy. When he tells you, I've gotten a contract, I won a contract of 200 million, a contract of 500 million. You see all those figures they are calling, is for material and labor. Most people who are building, who are constructing, most of the times don't get to leave that contract with so much money. Why? Now, you see, well, there's something about contracting. Once you have signed a deal, once you have signed a contract, right? Once you have signed a contract, you are binding. That contract is binding on you, except for some serious interventions. You are bound to execute that project at the price you agreed, except if you have an understanding client and then you have one who can even afford an increase. Now, you see, once you've accepted a contract, you see, with the rate of inflation in Nigeria, the prices of things change every single day. So what usually happens in a contract is that most times what you were expecting to have been your profit from that contract, most times is eroded by inflation, is eroded by some unforeseen circumstances on the site. Certain things can just happen. That little money you thought you were going to make, but at the end of the day, you end up not making that kind of money. So most of the people you are seeing busy on site, see, they are just keeping body and soul together. Yeah, you may get some contract, especially when you get government contract. Now, let me tell you something about government contract as well. Even in Nigeria right now, for you to get government contract, the kickbacks are usually something else. If, for example, you get a government contract, let me give you a real life example. The Enugu state government, where I am domiciled, since 2023, since the inception of the new government, was building smart schools. I have architects who are my classmates, my friends who are architects, who are bidding for some of those projects. Do you know some of the conditions upon which they give you that contract for you to build any of the smart schools? Now, this is what usually happens. This is what politicians do for government contracts. Some of these government contracts, the politicians will collect, because they have access, they will collect the contract. All right, they will collect the contract. Then they will look for a contractor. Let's say the contract sum is 500 million. That's the contract sum. That is everything, material, labor, and your services and everything. That's what it's meant to cost. That's the cost of the job. A politician will collect that contract. The government approves it for 500 million. The politician will collect the contract and then find the contractor and then tell the contractor, this project, if you want it, I'm going to give it to you, but it's going to be on a 60-40 sharing formula. The politician will take 60% of the contract sum, and then you, the contractor, the builder, you are expected to execute the project with 40%. That is what is prevalent, I tell you. So most of these people are seeing that they are contractor, they are building, and they are executing a project with the state government. This is mostly what happens. So imagine a contractor that you give, if the project was meant to be 500 million, and you are giving the contractor 200 million, somebody, one politician pockets 300 million naira. You are expected to execute the same project of 500 million naira with 200 million naira, and you are still expected to make your own money. Do you now understand why there are substandard projects everywhere? People use substandard materials, a lot of abandoned projects, because at the end of the day, my boss had told me this instance, this was years ago. There was a government project. Somebody invited him, told him, okay, I'm going to give you the job, but we're going to share it 60-40. I will give you 60%. You get 60% of the money, 60%. And my boss was like, excuse me, what did you do that you can blatantly request? Please confirm you can hear me. Please confirm you can hear me. A call came in. All right. A call came in. So you can blatantly request, you can request 40%. What did you do? And my boss said, of course, I can't take that contract. Guess what? They will find another person who is desperate and who will accept that contract. I'm just trying to give you an example of the background where I'm coming from. That is what it takes to make money from the building industry. Are you getting me now? So that's if you even find the contract. Then of course, if you even get the genuine ones directly from government, you are required to go and take a loan, mobilize, and get to site. You can mobilize. They won't give you money. They tell you, go and look for money, go and start the project. We will pay you as we see the project coming. That's why you see a lot of contractors, they take a lot of loans from the bank. Sorry for you. If while you were executing the project, there's a change of government. You see, once a new government comes in, everything you did with the previous government is gone. In this our Nigeria, everything you did with the previous government is gone. I know big time contractors who are working for the government who are owed hundreds of millions of naira. That's what we have to go through to make money in the industrial economy, from the building sector. So that's why sometimes when I find some people, I tell you, take this business seriously. You can now appreciate why I went all in on this business. Because even the contract that is a project that is even profitable, that is, you were lucky to get you have a client who is well-to-do, who has money, you give him the bill, and then he pays the bill, right? You make money. That's a good contract, right? Right? A good contract. How much do you even make out of that project? A contract that you say, this contract was good, this contract was wonderful, this contract was very, very beneficial. Most times, your take home, if it's a private client, you can't make up to 20 million naira from a project. Are you a thief? You can't. Probably if to make.
Oh, sorry. I think the network just threw him out. But I think you people are hearing directly from him. These are people that have been there and now they are here. And they can confirm something. Okay, go ahead. Just finish up.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss. So even for a project that you like, that this is a profitable project, this one gave you money. How much? Maximum 10 million naira. That's what you can earn from that project. Or 15 million. Let's even say you really inflate, like you have a very wealthy, maybe you are building for a billionaire, right? Maybe let's say from that contract, 30 million, 50 million naira. Let's even say it's 50 million naira. You got a very wealthy client to build for. Now the question is, how long does it take you to make that 50 million naira? The project will most likely last for a year or even 2 years. So it will take you 2 years, a year to 2 years to earn. That's for the very good contract too. For you to earn 50 million naira in a year. Let's even say it's in a year. Before that project is completed, you have squandered that money. The money is gone. You've spent from it. Guess what? Right now in this multi-level marketing business, if I make 50 million naira in a year, I will cry to God for mercy. God forbid that I earn 50 million naira in a year. Are you getting the point now? God forbid, like it means it is a terrible, extremely terrible year. And even that 50 million naira, that's for the good contract too. Even that 50 million naira you earn in a year from the contract, it comes with a lot of emotional turmoil. It also comes with a lot of what's it called, psychological this thing. The client can insult you, a whole lot of things. Some of your workers, you will have issues. You'll be solving problems like every day. You can't rest, right? You are under the sun, you are wearing helmet, your skin is black, and all. You have to go through a whole lot of stress to make that kind of money. But in the connected economy, in multi-level marketing, right, going all in, today I can make much more than that amount of money without the level of stress I will have to go through to earn it on the other side. So you can understand. So see. I'm not in this business because I don't know what else to go and do. Are you getting the point? I don't know what else to go and do. But when you compare, when the chair was talking about the power of leverage, you don't understand until you see. Most people that just sign up into this business and then they just quit the business. They've not tried building a business before. They've not. I can tell you that. So this is why you see we come in here, we quechiri in the business because we are comparing it. If you compare it from where we are coming from, the difference is absolutely clear. I was somebody, I want to be wealthy, right? I want to be wealthy. I've tried my hands on a lot of things trying to make money. For example, I did cryptocurrency years ago, 2016. I tried crypto, just investing in crypto. Right? You will finish investing, you buy some crypto coins, you buy some coins and you keep. You're expecting the value to be going up. Before you know, the thing is dipping. That's how your blood pressure is also dipping. I tried that thing for some time. So I can't stay here. I will die before my time. I tried forex trading. I gave people money to say they are the traders. They will use robot and they will do whatever. I gave them money to go and trade for me. Guy, after some months, I'm hearing stories. Said the money, the thing don't blow. That's how I lost 8 million naira of my money. Are you following me now? Now you see, Robert Kiyosaki said something. He said, the money you lose in an investment is your price for ignorance. Let me repeat that statement. The money you lose in an investment is your price for not knowing what needs to be done. That's the price. You see CBEX. They are saying CBEX. People lost money from CBEX. All those money that those guys lost, It is their price for ignorance. Listen to me. Anything that is going to pay you, you must sit down, you must learn that thing, you must become knowledgeable in that thing, you must become a professional in that thing before you make money. So let nobody, listen, nobody loves you. Nobody loves you too much for you to give the person money. You are not doing anything. Somebody else will be suffering, and then somebody else will be putting his expertise, and then he's there trading for you and he's making money, and you are just cashing out without doing anything. Nobody loves you that much. Nobody loves you that. Who are you? Are you Father Abraham? Nobody loves you that much. You are not Father Abraham. Are you with me now? So people, we are naturally selfish. So let me tell you something. You really want to make it in this life, you must find the field, sit down there, learn it, pay the price, understand it, become a professional. The field you are knowledgeable in is the field that we pay you. That is why I chose multi-level marketing. That's why I went all in. I remember 6 months after I started up, Dr. Ba had to call me. He told me clearly that I needed to make a decision. He told me the story. I'm rounding up now, right? He told me the story of an army, right? That was Dr. Ba. I can remember that day when I picked the call. I can remember where I was standing when I picked the call, Dr. He told me the story of the army that went to war, right? He told me the story of the army that went to war. And while they were in that war, their enemies were in front, right? And then they were to cross a river, right? And they were meant to conquer. What the captain of that army had to do was that he decided to burn the boat. After they crossed the river, right, the ocean, he burned the boat. So these people had two options. It's either the enemies kill them. If you are returning, you will get drowned. You will get drowned in the water, in the ocean, right? It's either any which way they will still die. If they go back, in their front, he said they had to choose. Say, I had to choose. Am I going all in into this business? Or do I, because I was still combining the business with my job back then. He said, I need to make a decision. I made a decision to go all in. After he told me that story. Until today, it is the best thing. Now, let me tell you something. As I wrap up, let me tell you something. I'm even a better architect today. Network marketing has made me a better architect. How do I mean? My value as an individual has grown. The kind of client, if I am to practice my profession today, right? If I say I want to build, I want to focus, the value that what network marketing has made, it has made me a more valuable human being that I can attract bigger and better clients. There's no client that will see me driving the kind of car I'm driving today, and without that, if he gives me money to build his house for him, that I will run away with the money. It's network marketing that did that. So guys, we're in the best business. I don't know for you, but I can tell you, if you are sincere and you consider the other options, by all means, network marketing beats every other options. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the question.
In fact, thank you so much for this. Network have been throwing me off and on 3 different networks messing up, but I am unstoppable. Now let's go to the next person. Let's go into the pure business line. The people that have touched business, they've been doing business, and they plugged into this system. And guess what? The differences, the experience they have had. I'm going to call some of our top earners, the top one for Division 1, and then the top one for Division 2. So let me call the top one for Division 1. And no other person but David Ikechukwu. He's one of the people that travel for the vacation. Like I told you people here, at the end of this meeting, I'm going to show you people the experience of what the life we live in this business. I'm going to show you the vacation where we travel 2 countries in a space of 2 weeks. And guess what? Watch out for that one at the end of this meeting. But let's hear in next 5 minutes from Mr. David Ikechukwu. 5 minutes. Let's hear from you. I hope you are in the meeting, right? Connect. Are you there? Mr. David. Oh. Okay, not yet a co-host. Okay, I think you've been made a co-host now. Go ahead. Go ahead. David, are you there?
Okay. Yes, I am here.
You're
Good morning,
welcome.
boss. Thank you so
Good
much.
morning. That's the top one, Division 1. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity, boss. Yeah, good morning, everybody. And it gives me great delight to be here with you today. It's amazing. I want to first of all thank God for the opportunity. And then I want to thank the president of C21FG. I also want to thank, of course, our own mastermind, 381 Family Worldwide. Thank you so much for the privilege, for the opportunity. Yes, I can't say more without also recognizing the place of my leader, Engineer Israel, who showed me this opportunity. And then, of course, my Hall of Fame, Ambassador Dozie Okezie. It's been an amazing journey for me in this experience since I got connected to this project. And I want to say that the reason why I push my business is because of my why. My why is what pushes me to do this business and do it with all my heart. As a matter of fact, while doing my business, I don't even look at any person. I don't want to know whether any person is there or not. I'm not hoping to be handed anything by any person. In the words of Jeff Roberti, he said, I'm not going to look at my upline. I'm not going to look at my downline. I'm not going to look at my crossline. I am going to look at the person that I see in the mirror. Because if it is got to be, it is up to me, okay? If I want to become who I am supposed to be, if I want to become who God has meant me to be, then I have a personal responsibility to making sure that my dreams come true. I have a personal responsibility to make sure that those things that I've always been looking out for, those things that I've been hoping for, those things that I've been expecting, that all those things come true. So my destiny is in my hands. I'm not leaving my destiny in the hand of somebody. I'm not leaving my destiny in the hands of the demand of forces and supply. I got to realize that some people, they've left their destiny in the hands of the power of forces and supply, demand. If it goes this way, fine. If it goes that way, fine. No, I got to realize that if it is got to be, it is up to me. So my why is what drives me in the business. My why to become the ultimate version of myself, okay? And to help as many people as I can possible in the course of becoming the ultimate version of myself. Now, do you know what? Whenever you decide to achieve something unprecedented, of course, there's going to be challenges. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be things along the line that will want to stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. But if you are that kind of person who is determined, who have made up your mind that you will succeed, given the C21FG system and structure, and of course the leadership that we have, there is nothing that stops you from being successful. Now, there are some things that push people. It is either your pain pushes people to do something they've never done before. It baffles me that it is in Nigeria you find out people are suffering and smiling. Things are not going the way you want them to go, and people are suffering and smiling yet at the same time. Instead of taking up the step and doing something to change the situation, they just keep quiet and say, well, it is the will of God, however it is. No, If you want it to be different, you have to transform your pain to power. The pain that you're passing through, is enough reason why you should take a step and do something that you have never done before. When especially this month that we are in, the month of May, you can transform pain to power. Those current challenges, obstacles, that's what I did. The obstacles, the challenges, and that's what I'm still doing. Those things that are pain to me, I transform to power. And I use them as a fuel, as a motivating force for me to drive and achieve my dreams, achieve my goals, and to make sure that I become a better version of myself. And then do you know what? Another thing is reward. Reward also makes you to want to do something that you have never done before. When you look at the mirror, what do you see yourself as by the end of this year? Who do you see yourself as? Where will you be by the end of this year? We have just few months to go, about 7 months thereabouts, and 2025 will be gone forever. What do you want to reward yourself with by the end of this year? Where do you want to be by the end of this year? Who do you want to be known as at the end of this year? Or is it the same old story that has always been told? The old stories about your life, about your situations. Do you want to tell the same stories that you have always been telling? Now, when I remember these things, I decide on my own that no, this year has to be a bigger, better year for me. This year has to be a different year. And I know that it's not rocket science. It's not any magic happening somewhere. I want to reward myself with this. I want to reward myself with that. By the end of the year, I want to become this person. This is what I want to see at the end of the year. So the person that I want to become in the near future, the reward for the effort put in, for the smart work put in, is another thing that pushes me, okay, to want to achieve and become a better version of myself, and to go all in to put in the work to create unprecedented success. Then there's another thing that also motivates me. When I look at people around me, and I see from in my team, sometimes I look at people that are not yet making all the money that they are supposed to be making. It's another motivation for me. When I look at my team members, and I say, okay, fine. Thank God for how far we have come, but we are not yet where we want to be. There are many persons in the team who have not yet become, they've not even started experiencing the success, at least, to an extent. When I look at those persons, that's another why for me. Okay, it makes me to know that I am not in this for myself alone. I am in this for myself and for so many other persons. Therefore, I have to put in the work. I have to put in the effort. And something remarkable happened just about 2 days ago. Okay, one of the ladies that used to work with me, I told her, I said, you know what? You will no longer work with me again as my secretary. From today, I free you to become an ultimate version of yourself. And I prayed with her in the office, and I blessed her. And I say, from today, your business, you are entering another level. You're entering another dimension. And I began to work with her, gave her some few assignments. Do you know what? Even as at yesterday, this lady I'm talking about has already started raking in money into her account. So when I look at people around me, when I look at my family members, people around me, I want them to also taste the good life. That's another reason why I got to give it my 100%. In fact, I got to give it my 110%. And do you know what? That same lady, yes, in the meeting we had yesterday, she was to present And I called her and I said, you know what? When you go for this presentation, I don't want you to give me 100%. When you go for the presentation, you must give 110%. She said, I'll give my best. I said, I heard you. You said you will give your best. I heard you. But I said to her, I don't just want your best. I want your best plus. I want you to give over 100% of your effort. And if you come back and you come and tell Bamboo stories, what I'll do to you, you know? After speaking to her like that, do you know what? She went to the presentation and she gave it her all. She gave it her best. And by the end of the meeting, there were so many sign-ups. That's what I'm talking about. When I look at people around me, my team, people that have not yet begun to experience even a little level of success, when I see them, they are enough motivation for me to go all in and give my very best. And to even develop myself, because I know that if I'm developing myself, my team is also getting developed. And finally, my contribution to the society. Okay, my contribution to give to worthy causes. I like the business because this is all about. I think I appreciate T1 Energy and the mastermind for putting up something amazing. Because we just came back from vacation, and since I know my name, okay, since I know my name, since I was born, since I got to know that money can be made, this will be the first time that I don't need to, I wasn't around, I wasn't physically present, but I made money. I was making money even while I was away. So I told somebody and I said that I am preparing for retirement. Please, can you still hear me? Are we together? I told somebody that I am preparing for retirement. And the person said, what do you mean? I said, I want to live a life that I'm going to build a system. I'm going to be making money every day. It's already happening. But I will not be making just my efforts. And I'm going to money I'm making, do a lot of things, change my life, change everything, and contribute to all the causes, to the cause that catch my attention from my average income. And do you know what? This is another reason why I push every until I get to the point where I'm fully paid to myself that I've gotten it, then I'm not stopping. Then I got to put in one more effort. I got to do 1 plus more. I got to put in another try. I got another effort again, another presentation, another home launch, another church launch, or as the case may be, another mega event. And all these things are steadily driving me towards achieving my goal. So today, if you ask me why I put in the best effort that I got, in fact, I even know that I can do better than what I'm doing, I will say that it is because I want to become the ultimate version of myself. So many people get to their deathbed and they discover that they've not lived out 1% of their life. I was listening to a talk early this morning, and somebody was saying, which place is the richest place in the world? He argued, he said, it could be Wall Street. Maybe Wall Street has the richest places in the world, and the richest people is the richest place in the world. He said, okay, no, it may be the Vatican. The Vatican may be the richest place in the world. He said, no, it could be this other place. He was naming different places that could be the richest places in the world. But then he said, according to Miles Monroe, he said that the richest place in the world is the cemetery, is the grave. Because many people die with their dreams. Many people die with their aspirations. Many people die with their potential. Many people die with their God-given gifts and talents. They do not discover, they do not explore the things that God has embedded inside them So they go out of this world without giving their best and without discovering their potential. In fact, he said that the reason why many people go that way is because that they think they have a lot of time. He was stressing the need to make good use of your available time. So for me, I want to give all my best so that tomorrow I will not wish that I had more time to give all my best. I want to maximize all the time I got and develop myself, go all in, generate 100% result and more. And then, but you know,
Okay, Pastor, he has given it all to us. I'm sure everybody have gotten something heavy from what he explained. So we're gonna call the top one, Division 2. Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much. Though the network didn't affect you, but we got it clearly. This is what it is. I appreciate you so much, Mr. David. Like I told you, people, I'm going to show you live we had in 2 countries in a space of 14 days. You're going to see that at the end. But before that, let me call the top one, Division 2. No other person but Ambassador John Ugu. John, are you there? Ambassador John, are you there? Connect immediately.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm here. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for the privilege to speak to 381. Greetings from a particular village in this part of the country. So sorry that I have a very poor network here. I drove out this morning to pay a visit to one of my team members that lost the mom, and still around the village. So I just found somewhere to locate myself to greet us this morning. Please, I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, I want to get your response on the chat handle, please. Can you hear me? I don't know how.
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I want to, first of all, I want to appreciate the mastermind of 381, Ambassador Dr. Victor Abasin, for the privilege to speak to 381. I want to appreciate my own GH leader, Dr. Elijah Jamba, and all the Hall of Famers in the house. I want to greet all the leaders, appreciate every single person. You all have contributed to my life largely. I want to say that my own story, being part of this opportunity, is purely what we call from grass to grace. That is, if you want to summarize my story and what this opportunity has done for me, the summary of my story is that story of from grass to grace. They don't know what I would have done in my life, or which opportunity or business or job that I would have done that would give me the kind of life and privileges and development that this opportunity has given to me. I'm not going to talk for too long, but I will just tell you, people this business for certain reasons, and why I decided to give opportunity, why I've decided to give my all, is because of the pain of where I'm coming from. What has given me the energy to commit my all is I wanted a different life. I wanted to be able to help my family break out of the kind of life that we found ourselves in. That is why I decided I'm going to give my all to the business. It has been a painful journey, and I didn't want that storyline to continue in my family. So I decided I would do the business with everything I've got, with everything, going full time and delivering as much as possible, because there is nobody. I looked around, I looked left, looked front and back, and there was nobody I was looking at that can rescue us from the story where we found ourselves. And that made me, from the first day I signed into the business, of course, I searched for job severally for 4 years. I searched for job and I could not find any. I searched for job, I could not find any for 4 years. A lot of heartbreak upon heartbreak. And then finally, I saw this opportunity and I decided I'm going to give my all from the beginning. If you ask my mentor, Architect Moses, who is also my upline, he will tell you, I went full time from the very first day I signed into the opportunity. You know, some people have maybe a plan B. I'm not that kind of person that had plan B. I've never had plan B. As far as this business is concerned, it is my all and all. And I decided I'm going to dedicate all my time because I wanted to liberate my family from where I found my family in. You see, the pain of going back and falling to that kind of category is the fear of that pain is what keeps me going. That is my strongest why. The fear of going back, it is, people do things for certain reasons, either fear of pain or the hope of the glory and all of that. But me particularly is the fear of the pain. I have seen where I found myself and where I found my family. Some of us listening to me right now, probably you may be in my own category. You look at where you are coming from. You look at the situation surrounding your family. You know that there is no other savior. There is no other person that they are looking up to. It might be your parent. It might be your children. It might be the background where you are coming from. I don't know. But to some of us, this might be why some persons, you even said yes to the opportunity in the first place. To me, particularly, the fear of that pain, of that life, is what keep me going every day. And I have committed my all. I don't look at anybody. I don't look at anybody around me. No, there is nobody that can discourage me. And I've told myself, I keep fighting. I used to tell my leaders, see, I am doing what I'm doing, and I'm not looking at anybody to see whether you get committed before I will do my own. No, I am putting my all because I know where I'm coming from, and I'll keep fighting until I'm able to give, not just to my family, but to my generation, my best. This is what kept me going. And by God's grace, of course, the way I used to see my family before I saw this opportunity is not where my family is currently. It can never be. And it is not. Anybody that know me, that know my background, that know where I'm coming from, of course, one of the saddest thing, of course, I experienced in life is growing up and losing my self-esteem because of poverty. Yes, if you, my upline will tell you that the John you see today is not the John you used to know before, because I was so timid, I was so down because poverty pushed me to the wall and crushed me. A lot of things happened that I cannot begin to tell you now. But when I remember those things, when I saw the opportunity, I found something that can break me loose from those shackles, and give my family the best of life. And by the grace of God today, my family is not what it used to be. I want to ask you a question. What is your own reason? And what exactly is what is holding you, that is keeping you going every day as you do this business? What are those things that if you see that you cannot, with the challenges around you, maybe the result is not coming as expected, that will make you to begin to look back? What is the thing that when you remember, you say, no, I will give my all? To me, personally, it is the pain of the background and the poverty where I'm coming from. I wanted to change the story. And today, that story is no longer the same. So I need you to hold on to your why strongly. Hold on to whatever thing that you know, that you remember, that give you that sleepless night, and fight through. when I look at the success that our top leaders and masterminds have created, when I look at the result and the success that they've created, I used to tell myself, I can be there too. If these people have, that was why the very first retreat I attended in Abuja, I met some of them and I touched them. They were not spirit. I say, oh, they are human beings. So that means that if I give my best, I can at least test the kind of life that they are testing. And today I can tell you that I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be before. And the John that started this business is not the same John that is talking to you. No, those things that have held me captive all the while, many of them are broken loose. And today we have the privilege of speaking to different calibers of people in the society. I've been to Government House and several other places showing this, talking with people. And you see that as they see you, just like my leader was saying, like that Moses, when people see the value you deliver, when they see you talk, when they see you speak, when they stay around you, they perceive that this person can be trusted. I can give him, I can allow this person can be trusted. They see the value you carry, they cannot doubt it. And the only thing that can do that is an opportunity like this. I want to challenge you today. Go back and give your best to your business. And I tell you that life, that why that has been pushing you, of course, you'll be able to lay hold on it one day. So every day I wake up, I thank God for this opportunity. So I believe that you are challenged today, and the stories and the things that people have said out here, some of them you can relate, and you also want to give your all. You can also want to go all in. You can also want to give it full time, and you know that you can have a better life through this opportunity. It has transformed my life, the way my life, and it has helped me impact the life of other persons. So every day I see myself going all in. Every day I get committed, go all in. And I thank God that today we are where we are and we are still pressing forward to go to a better place. Thank you, 381. Thank you, our mastermind. Thank you, our GH leaders.
So much.
Thank you.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much. You see, today is, I think today is a special day that you are hearing from the top leaders, and you are also hearing also from the Hall of Fame. That is it. So before I round up, we're going to call the Freedom to round up the meeting. We're going to call him to round up the meeting. But before he rounds up, I'm going to say this before I round up. The beautiful thing of life is embedded in things people neglect the most. Let me repeat it again. The beautiful thing of life is embedded in what people neglect the most. That is the truth. Guess what? Before I joined this opportunity, before I joined this business of network marketing, I've never traveled, I've never gone to Cotonou, not even Cotonou. The only place I can enter is Abuja, Enugu, Abuja. But through this vision, I've traveled to countless number of countries around the world. And not just that you are traveling, I am touching, I told somebody, what do you do now that you can use to boast that what you are doing is better than my own? Say it. Say it. Just say what you do now that you can use to boast that what you are doing, the field you are in is better than my own. I will give you reason that I'm doing everything you are doing, and I'm even doing extra. You travel around the world. I travel around the world, and I travel with people, not just alone. I go to orphanage, less privileged, the needy. I do, you see, and I still live a life of abundance. Ladies and gentlemen, we just came back from Qatar, Singapore, and guess what? It has been an experience, a remarkable experience of a lifetime I can never imagine. And I thank God for everything. I'm gonna try and play this. I wanted to play this from the laptop, but the network in the laptop could not allow me to log in. So I'm gonna play it from my phone. I want you to watch this clip carefully before the phenom comes in. Watch this clip here carefully. This is the experience we had in Singapore and Qatar. It was a phenomenal experience. And guess what? More vacation is coming for both Division 1 and Division 2. But the question is, will you be among the people that will be there? Let me play the clip. Pay absolute attention. Listen attentively as it plays. I pray that network will allow us to play this carefully. Let's go. Oh, there's no sound. Okay, let me start it from the beginning. Let's go.
Wheels spinning fast, feel the ground fade away.
Yes, we just landed in Qatar now.
A rush of colors marking the day. City lights blur, they dance as we go.
Sorry, the network is not so good, but I'm gonna try and set it up because I really need to show you people this before we move on. Although the network has not been so good.
We can see it, so we can see.
But is the network okay? Okay, let me try it.
It was good though. On my end, it was good.
Maybe it's even from my own side.
You can hear the sound, you can hear everything. From my end though.
Okay, let me repeat it again. Let's go.
Wheels spinning fast, feel the
Is it okay?
fade away.
Yes, we just landed in Qatar now.
A rush of colors
Yes, it is.
the day. City lights blur, they dance as we go. Every corner, new stories to show. Footsteps echo paths we've never seen. Skyscrapers.
We're about to go for the city tour in Qatar, right here, and about to move in. So let's start going on in.
Alive in the air, adventure whispers, promises it'll share. Feel the pulse of the city in stride. Through these streets, our dreams collide. Heartbeat racing, this thrill won't subside. The world's a canvas with nothing to hide.
We are still in Qatar. The experience here is phenomenal.
Hello. I'm right here with Ibrahim. He's about to take us to Desert Safari. Say hi to my people. Say hi. Hi. I'm right now. Now we're about to move in. This is our to move in for the Desert Safari.
From mountains views to the ocean sway. This is our story, we're writing each day. Dancing shadows under the moonlit night. Bridges glowing, casting vibrant light. Time's forgotten as we wander through. All the
over 7
From
hours.
Qatar to Singapore.
From Qatar. We just landed in Singapore. Wow.
A rush of colors marking the day. City lights blur, they dance as we go. Every corner, new stories to show. Footsteps echo paths we've never seen.
Right now, I am in Marina Bay, about to move into the Signature Hotel. As you can see, man, that's a lot.
Wheels spinning fast, feel the ground fade away.
Look at it. We're going up here. That's killing. Woo!
City lights blur, they dance as we go. Every corner, new stories to show. Footsteps echo paths we've never seen. Skyscrapers tall against skies so serene. The world feels electric, alive in the air. Adventure whispers, promises it'll share. Feel the pulse of the city in stride. Through these streets, our dreams collide. Heartbeat racing, this thrill won't subside. The world's a canvas with nothing to hide.
I am live in the garden by the bay. Can you just take a look around? Take a look around. Wow, every flower, every plant in the world, you can see it in this.
Turn up the rhythm, let the beat take control. Every moment adds a piece to our soul. From mountaintop views to the ocean sway. This is our story, we're writing each day. Dancing shadows under the moonlit night. Bridges glowing, casting vibrant light. Time's forgotten as we wander through. All that matters are these memories new. Feel the pulse of the city in stride. Through these streets, our dreams collide.
About past 5 to 7 years ago, the life was not like this. But guess what? I paid the price of success, and today I am enjoying the life of freedom, life of success. Do you know what? Anybody here can pay the price and achieve this success. Man, there are more places to go. I'm gonna catch you. Let me see other places. Cheers.
I think that is it. Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba, I think we can just round up the meeting now.
Wow. 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 This is wow. Okay. If you can hear me, just type yes in the chat room, type yes in the chat room, type wow in the chat room, type wow in the chat room, type wow. You know, yesterday I went for a run somewhere, and at the secretariat, and I saw people that have given 30 years of their lives to the industrial economy, and they really wanted to get started in the business, but they did not have the money, and it was very sad. that after these years, these people could not afford this basic necessity that they needed. It was very, very painful. And I'm going to share something with you very briefly. This is already 12:33, so I should be out of here in the next, like, say, 3-4 minutes. I'll be out of here, so pay attention. When you share, I need this video. No, what you should be saying is, I need to recreate this video. I need to recreate this video. That's what you should be saying, okay? I need to recreate this video. Not I need this video. I need to recreate this video, okay? That's what you should be saying. That is the mindset that wins, okay? That's the mindset that wins. Now, Dr. Victor said we should share with us why we went all in. Now, I'm going to tell us something very quickly. Why did I decide to go full-time? Like I always told us, there are 3 levels in this business. There are 3 levels in this business. There are 3 stages in this business. There's the day where, and all the stages are fraught with both fear and belief, fear and faith, like Dr. T told us earlier. Dr. T, thank you for this exposure. It's an amazing exposure. And thanks to everybody that I've shared so far. It was amazing. Now, there are 3 phases in this business, and those 3 phases are significant decision bridges that must be made and burnt if you must get to the next level. The first bridge is the day you made payment, and that is the bridge that it was fear and faith fighting within you, and you allowed faith to win, that you could succeed here, and you parted ways with the money. You made that first decision. The second bridge, you crossed it when you decided to commit to do this business. Now, we have people doing business full-time, we have people doing it part-time. They commit to do the business. They've crossed the second bridge. The third bridge is the bridge you cross, you know, when you decide to go full-time. At this time, you are burning the bridge, and it's all based on fear and belief. The faith now is that okay, now I believe I can succeed here. I believe I don't need the support, the backup of my part-time job. Whether I have that job or not, I'm going to be all right. My other job, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be very, very successful here. And went ahead to burn the third bridge. Now, for me, burning that third bridge was pretty easy. But so Julia shared with us that when I was about to fire my boss, I told her, come, let's fire together. And she was like, nah, this is my routine, they do you, you know. But I believe that we make our decision based on the information we have at our beck and call. First things first, making that decision to go full-time was a no-brainer. You know, that's not the hard part. The hard part is in deciding to hold yourself accountable for the work that you need to do while you are full-time. Going full-time is easy. Although, okay, it was not easy. It was not hard for me, you know. I had fear, but I weighed it. And I'm going to tell us the things I considered, okay? So going full-time was easy for me because I wanted to compress time frames. You know, I wanted to compress time frames. I wanted to achieve financial independence or stability very fast. And at my job, I had a ceiling on my income. People here, they'll tell you they have a ceiling on their income at their job. No matter how hard they work, there's a maximum that they can be paid. But at this business, I could be paid more if I'm able to work more and bring in more value. Okay, so I decided I was going to give this business my all, pour in all my energy, and see the most that they can pay me. And at that time, I think before I went in full time, that March, April that year, Dr. Victor made about 3 million in 1 month. Ambassador Michael made about 8 million in 1 month. Dr. Victor bought the Ford Explorer. Ambassador Michael bought the Mercedes-Benz. And it was just common sense to me. You know, where I work, I don't see those Mercedes-Benz. I don't see people just buying cars.
I remember
like
I got the Ford with my 1 month early. Yes, I remember.
Yes.
My 1 month
You
early.
remember that bus, I mean? Yes. Yes. And when they were celebrating that car that day, I was not around. But when I came, I was just looking at everything. I said, no. People where I work, they don't make this kind of money. So remember that alert? I mean, you shared it with us. You shared that alert with us. So I looked at it.
Are you telling me? Yes.
Yes, yeah, good. So I looked at it
Ah,
and I'm like, where I work, people that have worked for 20, 25, 30 years, they're not making this money. As at that time, them Dr. Victors were just like 2 years and 3 months in the business. I said, no. I said, if they could do it, even if it takes me 5 years to get to this income level, I am willing to give it all that I have, because I know that in the next 20 years, in the next 30 years, I cannot make 30 million in a month working as a doctor, just collecting salary. So I decided at that time that I was going to go in. Now I'm going to also help us understand some basic things that are also concerned. So I came in full time to compress time frame. Why? Because I was still doing the business part time. The computer will tell you, the Juliet will tell you, every time I close from work, I'll always come back, no matter how busy it was. I'll come and give 1 hour, give 2 hours. Within my end of my first month, I've already gotten an office table. I've gotten a grind zone, a place where I'll be working. I have people that were staying there. So I was committed to it. But I was giving 1 to 2 hours to my business. I wanted to be able to give it 16 hours to 18 hours. I wanted to be able to achieve so much within a short period of time. And I couldn't do that. When I was even mentoring people like them, Mary will have to come to my hospital when I'm on call because I was very busy. She'll come there and she's doing presentation, learn how to present. She'll come there and I will not even have time for her or create time in between. I wanted to have time to do this. I wanted to have time to attend Millionaire School. Dr. Victor, I don't know if you will remember, there was one Saturday that we were doing Millionaire School. I was on call at Kuba General Hospital, and I was very angry that I had to leave that Millionaire School to that call. And I just said, no. I'm going to lose so much. Then we didn't have all this Zoom advantage. I said, I'm going to lose so much, and I decided I was going to go full-time. So coming full-time was to give it my all, okay, my all, to make sure every second counted in the business. Okay. What are the other things? One, I believe that any person who is still part-time in this business is here to fully comprehend the power of this business. Because the moment you comprehend the power, you cannot do it part-time. Now, when I came in full-time, I had my fears. What if this does not work for me? What if it works for me? So at that moment, I sat down, picked my pen and paper and calculate how much I would have earned lifetime practicing as a doctor. I wrote down every kobo and decided that in this business, I was going to achieve that within 2-3 years. So that after achieving that within 2-3 years, I'll become free. I can work when I want to. I can decide not to work when I don't want to. There's no way I could have lived a better life if I was practicing. Okay. And I also believe that those people that have not yet signed up into this business, is lack of understanding that is their problem. They lack understanding, they are ignorant, and we have not explained to them enough, because there's nobody that will understand this business that will not do it, at least part-time. At least part-time. Now, I'm going to ask us some very, very quick questions, basic questions, so that you know that when I said coming in full-time was a no-brainer, I'm going to ask us some basic questions. Now, we all know the Hall of Famers, they are all 8-figure earners. The G8 leaders, they are all 8-figure earners. They are members of the top 20 in Nigeria. They are the highest income earners. Please, can you post the name of a Hall of Famer or a G8 leader that is a part-timer? Post it in the chat room, please. A Hall of Famer or a G8 leader that is a part-timer. Post their name, please. All the people that share their story, post their name. Ambassador Dr. Victor, the mastermind, 381 mastermind, Ambassador Juliet Okonkwo, Ambassador Dozie Okeze, Architect Moses Onu, Dr. Victor, Dr. Tony, Dr. Mba, Ambassador Mike. Okay, mention the name. There's no one. Wow. So did they not say success leave clues? Did they not say success? The top, even the top one that they of 381 Division 1 that they called is a full-timer. The top one of 381 Division 2 that they called is a full-timer. Even the top 2 of the 381 Division 2 is a full-timer. See, why do you not feel that it is too part-time you are going to make that kind of income? Success, they say, leave clues. Okay? Now, I just feel a lot of people disrespect our business. If you have to combine 2 jobs, maybe you are in the US, you are combining 2 jobs. some persons might say you are doing the two jobs part-time. However, when you are doing each of those jobs, you are doing them full-time. Job A, you are giving it is full-time. If job A is 4 hours a day, you will give it 4 hours a day. If job B is 3 hours a day, you give it 3 hours a day. You will not be saying that job A, you will not resume. If you are supposed to resume by 4, you resume by 4. You don't resume by 4:01. If you are supposed to close by 7, you close by 7. You don't close by 6:59. That is the level of respect we give to jobs that are other people's businesses. How come we do not respect our business that much? How come we respect other people's business more than our business? So it's a problem. So a lot of people see this business as a business that they do spare time. It's not their fault. The problem is they do not understand the power of this business. I understand the power of this business. I was telling somebody yesterday that I'm retired. The woman said, no, you are too small to be retired. What do I expect her to tell me? She's working in the ministry now. She has worked there for 30 years plus. What do I expect her? She said, no. He said, now that you're retired, are you just going to go? Will you just go home and just go and start sleeping? I said, no, I won't go home and start sleeping. No, I will die quick. He said, then what do you now mean by retirement? I said, retirement for me is that I can choose to work when I want to, where I want to. I can choose to travel where I want to. I am not answerable to anybody. If I travel, my job, my business will not spoil. You know, you heard the top one, I mentioned it. It means I have retired. It means my presence is not needed. Whether or not I am there physically, nothing changes. It means I can run a meeting from the house. I can run it from the office. I can run it from Singapore. I can decide that the next meeting I want to run here and I'll run it from UK. That is what I mean by retirement. I am not confined by any rules. I am not meant to be at any place at any time. And this business, June this year will be 8 years since I signed up, but June this year will be 7 years since I came in full time. You know, I try to celebrate both decisions, because when I came in full time was a proof of the level of belief I now had in the business. Okay, so so going all in means giving the business. I'm going to define what going all in means to all of us, then bring this meeting to a close. Going all in means giving the business the efforts and attention you would give a bank job if you're working as a banker, a medical job if you're working as a medical doctor, in residency training. I'm not talking of the consultants now. You know, before you get to the level of consultant, you must have paid this price. But as a house officer, I made junior resident. They're not born you when you know resume before time. You resume before time and did all the history. And in fact, you resume 1 hour before time and crack all the patient, if not 2 hours before time. You know, especially on days of a consultant ward round. You will do that. And when the ward round is done, you will stay there and effect all the decisions that were made. And that's why I say medical job. Even if you have to sleep in the hospital the next day when you're on call. I have surgeons then that when they finish doing their surgery, both registrar and junior registrar, even sometimes senior registrar, they all sleep in the hospital that night, whether they're on call or not, because of the intricacy, how delicate those surgeries are. So it's to give the business that same attention that you give a bank job, or a medical job, or a military job. Be working in the military now and don't show up when you should show up. Don't wake up when you should wake up. You understand? Or a private job in an industrial economy. You know, you are a full-timer when you give this business that level of attention and respect. A lot of persons that claim to be full-timers now, they are not full-timers. They just don't have job. They are just jobless. You don't have work. And you don't want to work. You know, you said that you don't have work, you are jobless, you are just being a lazy person, using this business as an excuse not to work. The least that is expected of you as a full-timer is to have resumed work before 8 a.m. and close not later than 5 p.m. and be able to account for every minute of that your 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is what they call full-time job. If you are doing anything short of this, if you resume work by 8:01 a.m., you are not a full-timer. You just do not have a job. Or you are using the business to lazy around. That is what it is. Now, if you give it that attention, what Dr. T said is very, very possible. I have encountered 7-figure months, 7-figure weeks, 7-figure days. It has happened again and again and again and again. You see, and this is what is possible in this business. And if you give this business your full time, I can guarantee you, if you give this business 8 to 5 p.m. every day for the next 2 to 4 years, and you can account for what you did every 8 to 5 p.m., not a lot of people that I see around that have restless leg syndrome. You know, they cannot even sit in their office for 2 minutes. They sit, they stand up, they go and sit outside, they go and look at sun, they go and look at somebody that put it on, they go and somebody shouting, yeah, they say something is happening outside. They all run outside. They go and be saying, who is happening? You didn't know what this happened. This other one did this, this one did that. Will you try that? If you're working in the military and giving an assignment, will you try that if you're a doctor in the theater and you're doing a surgery and there's noise outside? You leave the patient on table and go and see what is happening. Will you try that if you're a bank teller and people are in front of you, you are attending to them, you hear noise outside, somebody is shouting, or they say somebody, you say, my client, wait, let me go and attend to these people yet. You not try that. And if you not try that, if you are doing that in this business, you're not a full-timer. You just don't have a job. Put me anywhere. I have not seen one person that failed in network marketing. Not one. I've not seen one person that network marketing did not work for. Let the person come. Let's have a debate on national TV. I'll pay for it. And let's query that person and investigate what the person was doing every day while they claim to be doing the business. What time did they resume work? What time did they close from work? How many persons did they book on that day? How many minutes of that day they can account for? The same way you put in activity at work or in school. For those of us that refuse to read in school, especially medicine, you know, some other department, you can crash your work just 3 weeks to the exam. But in medicine, if you do not read when you should be reading, when the exam is closed, you might not be able to crash very well, especially when you did not even attend lectures. For those of us who did not do work when we were supposed to do it, exam comes to expose us. Unfortunately, in this business, there's nothing that comes to expose us for being fraudulent with ourselves, fraudulent with our time, deceitful with our time, deceiving our family, deceiving our members. Tell them, we are doing this business, giving this business a bad name, making people think it does not work. Meanwhile, we are the ones that are not working. We see prospects, we cannot even talk to them. We are afraid they will reject us. We don't even make that push. But you see, that same person is given the job of a marketer with real estate. The person starts to talk, sharing flyer everywhere in the street. The person is given the same job as a marketer with a bank. You see the person with the very parrot mouth, they say everything. Then they come to the business, their own business that they can build for themselves. They become deaf and dumb and say, I don't know how to talk. Well done. In Benin, we used to call them OD, people that cannot talk. Baby, you have become a baby because it has reached your own business. And when it comes to somebody else's business, that is the job you are doing. You are very fluent. You can market for the world because of a one-time commission. But you cannot market for the world for something that will pay you forever. You see, this business is simple. This business is easy. I'll say it again and again and again and again. When somebody asks, were you afraid when you went in full time? Yes, I was afraid, but would you have done it any other way? No. Because what other approach should I have taken? Stay where I'm sure that in the next 30 years, I'll be making 1 million or 1.2 or 1.1 or what? I'll still be working by this time. No. Stay where I will have to exchange the time I'm supposed to spend with my family for work. Okay. Now, if I want to just spend time with my children, I go and spend time with them. I don't have to pray about it. I don't need to take anybody's permission. I go and do that. And that is the benefit of this business. I can go on and on and on. It's almost 1 o'clock. But you see, when you put network marketing and the industrial economy side by side, there are no mates. There are no mates. The advantage here is too much. The benefits here is too much. Guess what? That's why it is being abused. But guess what? That is why there are opportunities for the few people that will not abuse it and take it very, very seriously. May God give you the wisdom to be able to not abuse this business. May God give you the wisdom to not take the disapproval of ignorant people, the temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people too seriously. May God give that to you. Imagine Moses here, my very good friend, and somebody that's doing very well in the business today. Moses always looked up to me in school then. But even the Moses, Moses came to Abuja, he was working just close to me, and we met several times. We had a very good relationship. But I recommended him for a presentation in Enugu that Dr. Victor was one presenting. And Moses waited midway, he could not even finish, he got angry and left. And we didn't even talk for a very long time. Imagine that if somebody that close to me, that valued me that much, could react that same way. And only after a year later, still come back and do that business. Do you not now think that most of the people that are telling you no, that no means I don't understand what you are doing? That no means this is not clear to me. Because if it is clear to anybody, everybody will jump and do this business. Our business is the most disrespected business. It's a business that pays so much, that has a chance of residual income and financial freedom in 2 to 4 years. Yet, very, very disrespected. The day God will open your eyes to see what this business is capable of, the day you see that Qatar, Dr. Victor, as they were there, I was just reliving memories. I was in Qatar in December, me and Moses. Then I went to Singapore with my wife in December 2022. Then I went to Singapore with my wife in 2023 February. As Juliet today, we were chatting. Asking them, people go to this place, people go to this place, take picture here, And it's just so sweet that such life is possible. It's just so sweet that I can just decide right now, say, babe, yeah, let's travel. Let's go for somebody to watch the kids. And let's go to another country. May God open your eyes. May God open your mind. May God open your mind to see this vision. May God open your eyes. May the eyes of your understanding be enlightened to see what is possible in this business. Because the moment your eyes are open to see it, nothing can stop you from giving it your all. And nothing can stop you from being successful. And the rubbish from ignorant people will not get to you again. Imagine when I'm trying to become a surgeon or a gynae, then there's one person that is a bricklayer coming to tell me, don't do gynae, medicine does not work. I'll just look at the person like, what is wrong with this one? This one where? This one smoke something? Does he have fever? But in this business, bricklayers are telling us that your business no. By bricklayer, I'm using it figuratively. I mean, people that are not specialists in your field are letting it get to our hearts. Let me God open our eyes, and may the eyes of our understanding be enlightened. How do you make them understand? Follow up. Moses did not understand that day. There's no way he would have understood. His mind was blocked. He had had negative experience. But 1 year down the line, he was open and he understood. Congratulations to those who are going to go through this training again and again. Last week and this week, go through it again and again so that you can understand why you should give this business your all. And generally, you're supposed to give your work 35 years before retirement. But I guarantee you, give this just half of that time and you'll be rich beyond your wildest imagination. By June this year, I'll be 7 years full-time. I don't know what will happen by the time I'm 15 years full-time or 35 years full-time. I can't even imagine it. But that's what is possible in this business. I bless you and I pray that God will open the doors to you as you go out today to do your business, as you go out to prospect. May God direct your feet to those who should be in your business. As you do your presentations, may God connect those that are supposed to be in your business to your presentations. May God open their eyes to see it, because I believe that it is mercy that opens people's eyes to see this business. I could have attended that presentation that day and my eyes could have been blocked and I will not see it. And I'll still be struggling today, not knowing that this could have given me the life of my dreams. And every day you go to present, pray for the people. May God open their eyes to see. Those that is supposed to add to your business, may God open their eyes to see. And may God open your own eyes to see the people that He should bring to your business and direct you. As you go out, I pray that your efforts will be rewarded in Jesus' name. Amen. Have an amazing weekend and welcome to the month of May. God bless you. Bye.